Hi, Ben Pequeno here with DrivewayTips.com. This video is going to show the installation of a dry well constructed out of barrel blocks. Only install drains or drainage systems when there is no other choice. Always try to avoid installation of drains if they are not necessary. Look for alternatives to drains that could fail and create maintenance problems. If you have no choice and do require a drain, then the water table of your property will have to be considered. Some land is on a high water table, which will not provide good drainage. There is no guarantee that your drainage system will work efficiently enough to absorb a week-long rainfall or a substantial flood. In this installation, the engineers have indicated that we have a 5-foot water table. We also note that there was one drain installed that was failing. It was our recommendation to install 2 new ones because of the 5-foot water table, which basically means if you dig beyond the 5-foot mark, you're going to hit water. The blocks are delivered and strategically placed within the reach of the excavator. Yet they are far enough away not to interfere with the excavation. The groundbreaking begins, and we start the excavation process. The material coming out of the hole will have to be displaced and removed from the property. You will need to make room for a large void that will hold our holding tank and stone. That's where the water is going to go from the surface. It's going to go into this tank that we're installing, seep through the tank into the rock porous area, and get absorbed by the gravel and the earth. This will provide excellent drainage. We speed up the process by using 2 smaller machines. It's an advantage to using one large machine. The excavator removes the debris and the dirt out of the hole, and the bobcat is used to load the material into the dump truck. So we have continuous motion to get the job done quickly. A precast drain can also be ordered and dropped directly into the hole. You always want to start with the perfectly leveled area to provide the base for your tank. Here we choose to show you the barrel block installation. The bottom plate is installed on your level base, and then the blocks are hand laid one at a time to create this concrete tank. There is no wet cement used. The joints of the dry blocks actually provide seepage for the water. So the water technically goes into this tank, will seep through the joints, and be absorbed through the earth. We continue to add rows of barrel blocks. It takes 12 barrel blocks to complete each row. Barrel blocks are about 6 inches thick. Therefore, every 2 rows will increase the elevation up by about a foot.
Go more that way, Ricky.
It is a 6-foot diameter.
Good.
We carefully measure from the surface downward to determine the amount of barrel blocks needed to reach our final elevation. The last 4 rows of the barrel blocks are numbered: 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. They are also tapered in shape. They no longer go straight upward, but they configure this cone shape, something like an igloo, which will accept your 2-foot manhole cover. A very important part of the drain installation is backfilling with lots of stone. We use 1.5-inch stone, which will allow the water to seep into the tank, through the blocks, again seep through the stone, and then penetrate into the earth and disperse very easily. See how the top of the tank is tapered to accept a 2-foot manhole cover. From the exterior, all that you can see is the cover after we're finished. A square cover can also be used. However, you'll have to specify when you make your purchase that the ring well will need to be square. Flooding the excavated area with lots of water will act as a catalyst and speed up the settling process. We even like to leave a sprinkler system running overnight to ensure that the excavated area has been flooded right down to the bottom to fill any voids. Many times we return the next day to find that one area has caved in substantially. We then refill it again, compact it a second and third time, and cement the cover into place. And the asphalt is now ready to be installed. Of course, the pitch is rather technical here. We want to have everything pitched towards the drain. And we do need 1 inch of pitch for every 10 feet. So basically what we do is we shape the surrounding area so it's kind of rounded off. All the water will get chased down into the drain itself. Water will always find the lowest point. And as long as your drain cover is the lowest point, the water will flow very easily into the drain, and hopefully your water problems will be subsided. Ben Pequeno here with DrivewayTips.com.